Alright, I gotta pull up all my notices and everything. Alright, so here's what I got Brian with me, and we're gonna walk through the steps of how we're gonna do. He's got a student loan he's gotta do. See, I don't have any debt right now that I can do it with, dude. All I got is debt collectors, and you're not supposed to do it with the debt collectors. There has to be a discharge of the debt. So what you wanna do is you wanna discharge it. So, alright. So you've already sent them a notice or what? Or an A for B, and they ignored it?
Yeah.
And they sent you another bill, right?
Yep.
When did they send it? What's it dated?
It is dated for March 5th.
March 5th?
Yeah.
So,
this year.
So you just barely got it. It's brand new, fresh.
Yeah, it's brand new.
Alright, cool. Okay, so here's the plot. I'm gonna send you a document. But basically this is the 4 offices that you're gonna send it to. Okay, here's what you're gonna do is first you have the original copy you have right there, right?
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna go make 5 copies of the document. And then once you make 5 copies of it, make 5 photocopies and keep the original.
Okay.
And then you're gonna go through and we're gonna number all the documents. So that's the first step right there. Is we're gonna create 5 different remittances. And then I don't know what IRS offices have you been sending them to?
The one in I sent the one in DC, the one in Utah, and the one in Kentucky.
Okay, you did Ogden, Utah, in Covington, Kentucky, and then you sent it to where in DC?
Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah, cool. All right, IRS. Yeah, IRS Technical Support Division, care of U.S. Treasury CC Contract Trust.
Yep.
All right, cool. That's what I have here too. Okay, so we got did you create a notice of tender and set off for it?
No, I just actually did the money order with the coupons.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do is from now on we're gonna start doing the notice of tender. We're gonna let them know. We're gonna put them on notice that we're sending them tender.
Okay.
So I'm gonna send you a document. It's called the notice of tender or set off, or you can type it up yourself. Just put notice to agent as notice to principal. Notice to principal is notice to agent. Notice of tender for set off, and then you put the date, and then the principal is going to be you. You're the principal, and what you're going to do is just put re, and then whatever the name of the document is that they sent you. So they sent you a statement of account. Is it for like a monthly bill? You have to make like a monthly bill, or is it for a full statement of account to close out the account?
For the monthly bill.
All right. The other thing is too that we want to do it for a statement of account, a full statement to close out the account.
Right.
But if you want to test it out with this, then what you do is let's just put it on there and then fill out the amount for more than what it is. And see what happens with that. Because someone said that what they'd done is they paid a T-Mobile bill with the A for B, and they put $1.01 extra or something, so for the tax, and then it never ended up getting taxed, and then they credited their account for $1.01. But if they send you back a check for that amount, don't cash it. You know what I'm saying? And you just want to leave that in the account. Like you don't want to, because then that would be fraud or whatever, supposedly. So here's the 5 offices that I have. I don't know if this is like what you just said exactly right. So IRS Technical Support Division, IRS Internal Revenue Service, Ogden, Utah, Internal Revenue Service, Covington. Timothy Geithner is the other one that I have.
What's the last one?
Timothy Geithner.
I didn't have that one.
Care of U.S. Treasury, same address, Pennsylvania Avenue, but you're addressing it to care of Timothy Geithner. Then also there's the Internal Revenue Service in Cincinnati, Ohio. And then you send a copy of it to the original lender.
Oh, okay.
And then when you're sending the copy of it to the original lender, you're sending them this whole notice of tender. You're telling them, hey, look, I sent this notice and a copy of that bill that you gave me. Because remember, you just made 5 photocopies. So you have 5 individual photocopies, and you're sending them to all these different locations, and you're letting them all know. Because, hey, listen, dude, Covington or Ogden or whoever, all these places are all getting backed up. But at some point, your document's going to cross over someone's desk, and they're going to know what to do with it. It's just getting it to the right person. Someone knows what to do with it because these things are getting set off. There's a video online you can check out. There's a guy named Spencer. He's actually He did a really good interview with Ben Lowry. It was fucking really cool. Hey, Spencer, thanks for interviewing. Fucking me too, dude. That was really cool. That guy, he came on to our Skype call and actually walked me through this whole process. So, I'm just going to kind of read over what the document, this is something that he sent me. So it goes, so he lists all the places that he sent it to, and he tells them what he sent them. He sent them the instrument IBP 111180001, and then 111802 to Internal Revenue Office in Ogden, and 111803 to Covington, 8004 to Timothy Geithner, and 8005. See, so you're creating 5 different remittances. Every single one of them is an A for B. Not a copy of your A for B, but an original A for B. I know it's like, dude, what the hell? They're going to cash in on it 5 times. But oh well, dude. At least they're going to set off your debt. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't fucking matter. That's how I look at it. Fuck it, dude. And if you don't have to send it all certified mail, I wouldn't, because it's going to cost you, dude. I mean, if you're only setting off the student loan for $400, like when I talked to Spencer, he said when he did one of these, he just sent it off to the original vendor and just sent it to them. You know what I'm saying? And fuck it, if they say that it's not valid, then I'll go back and argue with them, and then I'll spend the money to go do that. Or then I'll go through and tell them that you gotta accept my remittance. You can't. You by your refusal, that is your acceptance, and then you can go and throw all sorts of USCs at them and shit. But what state are you in? What state are you in?
North Carolina.
Yeah, see, it varies on every state. Like I have the state laws for California where it says like if you like give them a notice or if you try to remit payment and they refuse it, then that's like their acceptance. This goes, whereas on August 30th, 2011, the tender is deemed accepted for the set-off of the account pursuant to the evidence by the records enclosed herein. Therefore, IB, principal, hereinafter, principal, in all caps, right, requires that the balance on the account be adjusted to $0 in reflect of the lendering of said tender. Enclosed herein is a request regarding a statement of account from the principal requesting that the recipient approve or correct the statements. So what you're going to do is I'll send you this other one too. Or you can just type it up yourself. Just tell me, listen, I'm requesting a full statement of account to close out the account. Or if it's like a credit card, I'm requesting a full statement of account. And then when you get the full statement of account, leave it like $1 under, or leave it like a penny under, or whatever, so they don't close out the account.
Right.
And then what I did here is that someone did send me an email and say that the Treasury number on the back of the Social Security card was used on a coupon, and that worked. So if you want to try to do the A for B the way that everyone's been doing it, I'm just writing my own shit. I'm just saying, hey, listen, I unconditionally promise to pay. You know, like I don't see how they're going to come back at me and throw that back at me at court. And I'm figuring that they're going to refuse the A for B anyways, because I'm a big loudmouth. So if they show like any proof that they're setting off my debt, they know I'm going to come and tell everyone. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just paranoid, dude, but that's how I feel. I feel like they're just like on my shit all the time. But I got a big fucking mouth, dude. I tell everyone everything. It's like as soon as I found out about the traveling thing, I was like, oh, I'm telling. You know what I'm saying? That was why I went to jail all last year, dude. It was just because that I'm not driving, I'm just traveling. Anyways, trip on this. So he goes, enclosed here within is a request regarding a statement of account from the principal requesting that the recipient approve or correct the statement. So you're sending them a notice, like they sent you that bill right now, right?
Right.
So take that bill and put it in an envelope, and then write on it like, please send full statement of account, or I'm requesting, or like attach a document to it and tell them, hey, listen, can you please send me a statement to close up the account? I just want to set this off and discharge this debt. Can you please send me a statement to close out the account? You know?
Yeah.
Because you want to do it on a statement of account. So then you want to keep that receipt. So like on this document, he's showing that he sent that original request to all 3 of these places as well. He didn't just send them the A for B. He sent them this paperwork, then notice that he's tendering that he's tendered an A for B for set off, right? Because he wants to give everyone notice. He's saying, listen, I created an instrument. I'm sending you notice, right? Isn't this the honorable thing to do? Doesn't this sound right? I mean, you're sending it to everyone that we need. The Technical Support Division, Internal Revenue Service, Timothy Geithner, and then the original principal, and then 5 different IRS offices. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're letting them know, hey, listen, we're creating this tender, and we're using it for set off. So they get this document, this one, and then they get a copy of the A for B document, so that's 2 documents, and then they get a copy of your original request for the statement of account to close out the account. So you're saying, bam, so now you're sending them all 3 things. So 1, 2, 3, right? And none of it needs to be notarized or any of that shit. You don't gotta do all that. But you kind of get where I'm going with the whole instrument and then account and then routing number and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what the routing number and the account number is on here, right?
It would be I think I know, but you can tell me again.
Okay, the routing number and the account number is the account number is. Okay, it's my understanding that the routing number would be the Federal Reserve Bank. Like on the back of your Social Security card, it's going to have a letter A through L. And that A through L letter corresponds with the Federal Reserve Bank. So if you go on one of my videos, someone went and posted what all the letters meant for which Federal Reserve Bank. I'm not sure which one it is. I'm sure if you just Google it real quick, you could find it. Federal Reserve Bank routing numbers on the back of the Social Security card or something. I'm sure someone will have it up there. But then you use that. The letter is the routing number, so it's going to be like a unique routing number, and then the account is the number that comes after that. So the routing number is the letter. So you got a letter on the back of your Social Security card. It's going to say like A44892. Okay, so A is the routing number. So you go look up A, and A is 0084926682. Okay, so bam, so you put that in. That's the routing number, and then the account number is 48692, the original number that's right behind them. You see what I'm saying? See how it's kind of like confusing? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So what he basically did here was he just told them, hey, listen, I'm sending you this, I'm sending you that. If any instruments or notices are not correct within 3 days, then it shall be deemed accepted. If they're not returned within 3 days, then it shall be deemed accepted and approved. Failure to respond within 3 days of the postmarked presentment of this notice of tender for set-off cause for the principal to execute a certificate of non-response. Said certificate of non-response shall serve as evidence of the respondent's acceptance and approval of the notice of tender for set-off, and enclosed request regarding a statement of account. Upon the respondent's acceptance of the request regarding the statement of account, and respondents shall rescind any notice of default, notice of trustee sale. See, he did this on a mortgage. So that, see like how he's countering their motive right there, like they're saying that he defaulted on the motive on the so he's pulling all that stuff back upon receptance, the deed of trust. Okay, so the rest of this is just for a mortgage, but you can kind of follow the way that they did this and see how he put the grantor here.
Yeah.
So you would just be the authorized representative. I wouldn't sign it. You can put grantor if you want, but you're also the authorized representative to go sign for this. And you want to sign with your first and middle only. You know what I'm saying? Don't put the last name when you sign for your shit.
Okay.
Alright, so what's the other thing I'm forgetting? Oh, okay, I got it right here. I printed this up yesterday too. If you want to go on the internet and Google 1040ES and print up the 1040ES 2012 form, and it's about fucking 12 pages thick, dude. But if you skip to the back, it's got this thing right there where you're not attacked. You can read it all if you want, but you don't have to. What you're looking for is just this coupon section in the back here. All this other stuff is just junk. You don't need any of that stuff. It's all crap. Okay, this is what we need. If you see right here, see how it says calendar year due September 17th, 2012. Yep. It's got
yeah, I see where it says calendar year.
It's got 3 different sections for every quarter for 2012. Because 2012 ends in April. So the first section is for September 17th. See that here? It ends September 17th. Yeah. Then the second payment voucher is for June 15th, 2012. Now let's read what it says. See, people always get all, oh, I don't know what to do. It's so confusing. It's so simple. People just read. 1040 ES File only if you are making a payment or estimated tax by check or money order. Mail this voucher with your check or money order payable to United States Treasury. Bam, it tells us what to do. So on your A4B, you put deposit to U.S. Treasury, and then you send it with this coupon here, this 1040 ES 2012 form. Because how are they going to process a payment through your Treasury account if you don't even send them a freaking IRS 1040 form to do it with? You see what I'm saying? It's like it fixes everything. So they have everything they need. We're providing them with everything. So that's the three things. That's what it is. So you're going to send them the copy of the voucher to do it with this. This all goes to the government. So it asks for the legal person's first and last name, and the legal person's social security number and all that stuff. But it says it right on here. Write your social security number in 2012 form 1040 ES on your check or money order. So write your social security number on the money order. And it says, so we're going to create the money order out of the remittance, write your social security number and the 1040 ES form that you're using. So you want to write 1040 ES on the document itself. Write your social security number and quote, 2012 form 1040 ES on your check or money order. Do not send cash, but do not staple or attach your payment to this voucher. Okay? So you're going to fill it out exactly as the freaking, if the government wants it like this, if this is how they want us to send them, then if this is the only way they're going to accept it, then do it like that. The other thing I recommend is go and take all your 5 oh, shit, you scared me. The other thing is take all 5 of your copies of the A4B and put a 3-cent stamp on them. And then take them down to the post office and have the post office cancel them out. Okay, because now the post office is going to be a witness to your shit. Who's gonna want some other freaking federal government? Do you think the IRS is gonna want some other government agency bureaucracy coming and getting down their shit and breathing down their shit? Hey, what's up, dude? This person's calling us into court to come and testify to say, did we witness this document? Because they have to. That's why they're getting the freaking the thing canceled. Okay, so put your stamp on there. Everyone's like, oh, I'm gonna sign through it. That's a good idea too. You can become your own postmaster, but then you have to go into court and prove that you're the postmaster and try to go and explain it to the freaking jury. Which it's not ever going to come to that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole point is that it's just more easier when we can go call in a freaking government agency to come in and say, yes, I did cancel out that document. Yes, I canceled that stamp. Because then it has the postmasters, you know what I'm saying? Because they'll do that for you. Just take it to any post office and go ask for the postmaster general if they give you a hard time and have him cancel it out. Because they have to cancel any open stamp that they see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about with cancel, right?
No, I've never heard of that before, man. How do you do that?
Okay, you put a stamp on the document. Because that's a negotiable instrument, right? Did you know that all the stamps are backed by the Bank of France, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's backed by gold and the bullion, gold-backed bullion or something held in France. I don't know how the hell it works, dude, but my buddy Postmaster told me all about it. Thanks, Postmaster, by the way. He's supposed to be sending me a letter here on 3-cent stamps. The way that you do it is just you leave your address without the zip code. You put it without the U.S. non-domestic delivery without the U.S. and shit, and you can get mail sent around for 3 cents, you know, on the stamp. Like, you don't have to put whatever regular postage is. And then, but what they've been doing is signing through the stamp, and then they become the Postmaster General. Well, what my idea is, and that's what Spencer told me, is that he signed through the stamp. And he got that from Winston Shrout, and that's where Winston Shrout does all the postal technology. And he's got a good point there, because now we're sending them back into 2 negotiable instruments: the personal original acceptance document, and then you're sending them the payment voucher. Right, so they're getting the acceptance document, they're getting the payment voucher, then they're getting the notice of tender, and then you're putting a stamp on the document and you're signing through it. So then that's just another. Now it's got 2 signatures on it, and it is a negotiable instrument because it puts it into international, where you can bring it into international court, basically, because now it's international. It's marked with, like, you know, a stamp or whatever. So now it goes into it reserves your right to take it into to an international claim or international court. But my idea is to fucking say, fuck it, dude, have the corporation stamp it, so then we could use them to come in and be the witness. And the way that I'm saying we would do that was just to put the stamp on the actual acceptance, because you made 5 copies of your shit, right?
Right.
Okay, so now we've labeled all of them. We've labeled all of them, whatever is your initials, dude. You know, like mine would be CAF, or okay?
Right.
So CA, Christopher O'Leary, 11101, like it's a bank, like it's your check. It's like you're writing a fucking personal check. You're creating a check, so we want to keep track of this. You're keeping track of your finances. So what are we going to label this document that you're creating? You know what I'm saying? Bam. So, and you want to keep the original, just in case there's a problem. Keep the original. Do all this shit on the photocopies. Do not write anything on the original, just in case. Okay?
Right.
Then you have the original instrument because they sent you the remittance, and you're not sending it back. You're sending them back a photocopy with your signature, and you're telling them, here, I still got your shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm responding to your notice.
Right.
Am I tripping, dude? Are you following me?
So what now?
Am I tripping out? Are you following me?
Oh, no. Good.
We're good? Okay, so,
Yeah.
yeah, so basically, I think that's, I don't know, I got ADD, I forgot what I was talking about, dude, but I think that's all basically that you're gonna need to do, dude. Just fill out this 1040, thing, send it along with the coupon with your acceptance, and, put a stamp on there, and just take it down to the, post office, and just have them cancel out your stamps. Just walk up to the post office and tell them, hey, listen, I got some stamps here. Could you, cancel these out? If they look at you like you got 5 eyes, just say, excuse, can I please speak to the postmaster? You know, like, and he'll know what you're talking about. Just say, hey, listen, I just need a witness, just in case they need a witness or they try to challenge these. I just need a third party witness. So could you just cancel out these stamps for me, please? And he'll know what you're talking about. He'll do it.
Okay.
And then ask him too. Say, hey, you know, I'm a postmaster as well. Can you tell me about what I need to be doing to get my mail sent for 3 cents? And just have him walk you through it and tell you what you need to do about how to fill out the document. You know, like just tell him, what is this right? You know, I heard some hoopla on the internet. You know, and just check that shit out. He'll walk you through it too. It's just you just have to leave without the U.S. and don't put a zip code. And then ask him to just, you know, when you send mail to my house, if it comes without a zip code, please don't write on my documents. You know, don't write the fucking zip code in. That's what postmaster said that they were doing over there. They were writing in the zip code in on his documents and shit. But I think that's it. Did you have any other questions? I mean, I think we got everything.
That was pretty much, you pretty much answered everything I was wanting to know.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so simple, dog. Like, everyone makes it so complicated. Then what you do is when they send you another remittance and they don't accept your shit, then you send them all that proof what you did, what you sent. You know what I'm saying? If it's for something big, if it's for like a car or a house, send all that shit certified mail. Send it all certified mail. You know what I'm saying? And I would even send one of them, like the one that you send to Timothy Geithner, certified mail. Send one of the ones you send to Washington certified mail, so you can always bring that up. Maybe, just in case. How much is your student loan for? A lot? You're just making a payment on this one, though, right? You with me, Bren? My phone does this, dude. It just cuts out. Watch, we'll come back in like 2 minutes. Hello? Hello? Alright. Love you.